3 points away at Blackpool last weekend, but then the result on Tuesday night at Blackburn obviously cemented Fulham's place in the Sky Bet Championship next season. You must be relieved, delighted, a mixture of the two.
Yeah, I'm not worried or scared by too many things, but the fear of relegation was proper frightening, and I'm just delighted that we've got over that hurdle. It was a lot closer than I'd anticipated or ever thought would happen, and it was tough, but we got there in the end. And the most important thing is we regain and keep our championship status.
Obviously it was a pretty awful pitch, and it was a fairly ugly game, but it was 3 points that were absolutely vital. You've made team selections and choices over the last 4 games, actually now undefeated in 4, specifically for the purpose of getting the points on the board.
Well, it was very much. I've had to not forgo my principles as such, but I've had to do things that I wouldn't normally do just to make sure we got the results, that's part of my learning, I think, over the course of the season. It is a results-driven business, and as much as I want to play good, attractive football and entertain, it's also more vital to get the points on the board, and sometimes you have to forgo certain attacking things that you would like normally to just make sure that happens. And like I say, I've had to do things, not always people have agreed with them, but I've done the things that I thought were the right things for the football club to get us the points that we needed.
I know that you talk about this job being a learning process all the time. What is one of the things you've just talked about, getting the results as being the only thing that's important? Is that the fundamental thing that you've learned over the course of the last 6 months or so?
Well, that's the biggest thing, obviously, and it's in loads of sort of little things that go into that. It's been, I've loved it as much as I've not been sleeping, not been eating, it's been a real stressful time. I've loved the job. I'm manager of Fulham. It's a great honour, and it's a job I've absolutely loved doing. But it's tough, but I want to do a good job, and without exactly been doing cartwheels at the moment, I'm obviously very, very pleased that the club have stayed up. But now we need to really kick on and make sure we don't get ourselves into a situation like this again.
You've always talked about the fact that the summer will be the key time for you to be able to build your own team and put together a squad that you think is capable of competing at the top of the Championship next season. That work presumably has already begun.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't afford to take my eye off of the short-term goal, which was to make sure we stayed up. So I was fully focused on that. But as soon as that happened, I want to finish the season strongly and have 2 good performances and 2 good results in our last 2 games. But already, I've started putting some more weight behind building for the future, and it's going to be a really important time, and we need to make sure, like I say, we learn as a football club, learn from the mistakes we've made in the past and don't let them happen again, and make sure we've got a squad fit for purpose for challenging for promotion for next season.
Middlesbrough come here tomorrow. Obviously Fulham now has an opportunity with 2 clubs in the last 2 games of actually having a say in the final standings in the Championship table. What are you expecting tomorrow, and is it possible now for the lads to play with a little bit more freedom without that kind of added pressure of a relegation scrap?
Well, there is that possibility, and hopefully that's going to be the case. We've certainly, I think it's been obvious from performances, we've had that weight on our shoulders, and we've carried it quite heavy at times, and it's not been the silky soccer that I love to see and we're capable of playing. But it's sort of understandable why that's happened. But Middlesbrough and Norwich, both excellent sides, really strong teams, but the pressure's on them. They're playing for promotion. I've been in those situations before myself as well, and that carries a different kind of pressure, and it's a big pressure.
Tell us about that, because obviously in the dressing room now, you want Fulham to come out tomorrow and give the fans a performance that they deserve for sticking here and going through the tough times that this season has been, to a dressing room that needs to win.
That's right, yeah. So it's been horrible at times this season, but we're really, really keen and to give our fans, a good send-off to the season. It's been difficult times, but everyone has by and large stuck together, and that's what's got us through this. It's not been easy by any stretch of the imagination. I wouldn't pretend it has been. It's not been a lot of fun at times, but we've done what needed to be done, but now we need to move on. And I just want for tomorrow, for our last home game of the seasons, to to play some of the good football that we played at other parts of the season and maybe not got the results that we needed or deserved when we were playing so well. But I want to play well tomorrow and get the result that our fans deserve.
We wish you luck.
Thank you very much. Cheers.